Good morning. Or if you're in the southern hemisphere, good day. Hope you're all not too hot in this ridiculously hot weather. Thankfully it's gone down a bit, the temperature, but I hear tell that it's going to go back up again. I hope's not, but I tell you somebody that does like the hot weather, really likes the hot weather. That's our day poem. See how that's growing? Oh, excuse me a second. Postal lady. As soon as you make a video, somebody knocks at the door. Yeah, so that's growing well. So, seems we're going to do an unboxing. That sounds like kids. Dad. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. Where's my knife? Excuse me a second. Far be it from my way to show you my armpit. I tell you exactly what this is. Here's the bell. Yeah. Stone paper. 1/72 stone paper. Grey rubble walling. Yeah. 3 packs thereof. Grey rubble walling. I'll tell you why. I hope this is what I think it is. A green shoebox. Right, what's in the green shoebox? Yes, that's what I thought. Discard that. Put this down here. So. 1 Airfix Roman fort. Now you can see why I wanted the stone paper. Because one or two of the bits in this I can put them out there. Yeah, 1 or 2. This is complete. This kit is complete. But 1 or 2 of the bits have been painted. But had they not been painted, it wouldn't have made any difference because I would have used the stone paper anyway. Because, as you can see, you look at the blocks on this, stones. Romans didn't build things like that. They didn't quarry stone that exact. So I wanted something that was a bit not so neat and tidy, I put it that way. There you go, see it better on that. That's too ridiculously neat and tidy for the Romans. If you look online as I did, and I just typed in on Google Hadrian's Wall up close, and it showed you pictures of it up close. It's much more like that. So we'll do with this what we're doing with our strong point. We'll cover it in paper. So pleased to get that. That's the second one we've got, the second Roman fort, which is wonderful. So what we will do, my idea is, excuse me a minute, what we will do, my idea is, finished? Right. My idea is to build both of those forts, cover them in the stone paper, which I think will look very good. If this strong point is anything to go by, they'll look very good. And I'm also going to build a section of wall to join the two together, because those sugar. Those there, they're only like what they were called mile forts. Every sort of mile they had one of them little tiny forts. It wasn't like a huge garrison fort. It was just a little tiny one every sort of mile. So I thought what I would do is make a decent section of wall, so link the two together. But I'll do them, I won't do it as one unit. I have the forts separate and the wall separate, so if I just want to use a fort on the table, I can, or if I want to use the whole lot, you know, I can. But that's my idea for the Roman forts anyway, because we've got a lot of 1/72 Romans here to paint, a huge amount actually. So we're not far off having a go at that. We'll finish this strong point. We'll get that done. Then we'll do another batch of British Airborne, which I've prepped the Airfix ones. These are all prepped now. Just got to prep the kit figures. So there's 7 or 8 kit figures to do, and then we'll do that batch after we've done the strong point. Then I have something else in mind to do, which I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise. Something totally different. Then we'll probably have a go at those Roman forts. We'll have a go at them. But they're getting, I tell you something, they're getting hard to get now, those Roman forts. I'm amazed I've managed to get 2 complete ones. They're getting a complete kit in the box. You can do it because I've just done it, but I mean, I've seen them go for like 3 figures. You know, well in excess of £100 I've seen them going for. I didn't pay that for that one. I paid a lot less than that, but I still paid a reasonable sum for it. But I just wanted a second one so I could link the two together. But that's what we're planning with that. Anyway, I'm rambling now, so I best DVDs. DVDs to keep me occupied in the evenings. Oh, that should be good. Mushroom Magic. Catch and Cook. All the River Cottage stuff with Hugh, whatever his name is, Hugh Fernley, whatever his name is. So that kept me interested for a day or two. Fantastic. Right, what I was going to say was, reason I'm here really, Postman has Hornby Railways line side buildings. So that was in the shoebox. So that's not relevant to me then. What I was going to say was, Postman has, Postman has been sort of over the weekend and back into last week. Medieval Lifeboat, because you can see that medieval ship there, the Thomas. We have that in the stash pile for our medieval figures, so I thought the Lifeboat would go well with it. Quite a nice little lifeboat. So pleased with that. Italian paratroopers. Not pleased with these at all. Not very good for... Good grief. Must be my neighbour who's... yeah, not good at all. Doubt you'll be able to see the quality of them, but quality of these figures is not great, very disappointed, but they may look better with some paint on them, with some primer and bring out the detail on them, so they mightn't be too bad, perhaps. These are better. They're okay, they're fine. And what was nice with these, the person selling them was very kind. There's the sprues with the originals on. Very nice figures, I have to say. Should look good. The person selling them put in this part sprue. So there's 3 figures there, but I need some arms. It shouldn't be too difficult to find some arms around here somewhere. So that was very kind of them. But a nice set. I wanted some Italian stuff in 132 because I didn't have anything. In 132/135 I didn't have no Italian stuff at all. So we got a little bit now anyway. Zoomed up 750 with sidecar. Quite nice. Normally what you see these kits is the BMW 750 with a sidecar. So it's nice to have the zoomed up. I've got a single zoomed up on its own, but nice to have the combination. That's good. And finally, an artillery unit. I suppose this is from the 1980s, something like that, this Eschi kit. Probably people now would class this as a collectible kit, but we'll build it anyway. So that's what the postman bought. Excuse me for dipping out on you a second, because I can show you something. Excuse me. Somebody was asking me, and I believe it was Barry Hall, I might be wrong, but I think it was, who was saying, how do you store your trees? Because I made a lot of trees, 1/72 scale trees. He's saying, how do you store your trees? Well, I'll show you. That's how I store them. One of these large storage boxes. Most of my buildings are in another one. Bought them online, but I did check before I ordered them that they were the right height for the trees. Trees wouldn't get squashed or damaged. But yeah, nice. So what I'm going to do when I have 5 minutes is order a couple more, because I want one to store the strong point. So I'll show you where we're at with the strong point before I go and let you get on with your day. Can't believe my neighbor. I'll tell you something. If ever you wanted to see a reason why you shouldn't take drugs, you want to come here and have a walk around and see some of the people around here. Don't get involved with it. So that's what we're currently working on. The sandbags there, we've got rid of them. We'll use Tamaya sandbags, they're much better. But I'll show you where we're at. The baseboard finally got here. Took ages to get here. Here's where we're at. And you can see I put, on the inside, I put some rendering on some of the walls. But it looks good. It looks good in the stone paper. I'm impressed with the stone paper. It's working out very well, which is why I'm going to do the Roman forts in a similar fashion. What we'll do is, you can see it there, the fireplace. We'll dirty that up a bit, we'll sooty that up a bit. But it's starting to look very good. A nice kit. All the better if you take a bit of time and go the extra few yards. The roof, which is what we'll be working on in a minute when we leave you all alone. There's the roof. Obviously you still got to do the underside. The wood colour, that was Vallejo natural wood grain with some chocolate brown added. The natural wood grain on its own was too light, it's too sort of yellowy, so I added some chocolate brown. So we'll get this finished in a bit, hopefully. Here's a piece of upper flooring. So, still to finish that. But yeah, it's looking good, it's looking good. And what we'll do on the ground floor, not all over it, but in places, we'll put some of these floorboards just to give a semblance of what it did look like when it was inhabited. This, I suppose you call it a cottage, I suppose. In places we'll put a bit of that. So that's sort of where we're at. Yeah, going to carry on and get this roof done. What we'll do also is, when we fitted the roof in front of the cottage on the ground, we'll scatter a few of these red tiles. We'll make a few up. We'll scatter them around to make it look like they've slid off the roof and gone onto the ground. That's what we'll do. But it's going to look a nice model. It's going to look a nice model. Bearing in mind really that it's just a kit for kids, really. That's all it is, really. A bit like the Roman forts, just really for kids. But you can make something really nice out of them. They're going to look good. It's going to look good. Got the hot glue gun out and glued it to the baseboard. And I checked with the height of the chimney, and it just fits in one of them storage boxes by about that much. So I'll get another one of those storage boxes, and when we finish this we can just store it at such time that we need it. So anyhow, I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna crack on now, try and get this roofing finished. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. I see we're up to 300 now, which is amazing. You know, to everybody that's subscribed recently, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody for subscribing. You lot know that I'm always grateful for you people subscribing. It's nice when people like what you do. You know, it's nice when people appreciate what you do, and you know, I am trying to keep it as varied and as interesting as possible. And like I say, you know, once we've done this next batch of British Airborne, then the next little thing will be totally different, I assure you. And then we'll have a go at those forts. We'll have a go at the Roman forts. So it doesn't matter that that fort is partially painted. That doesn't make any difference. We'll just straight over the top of that with the stone paper. And it should look very good. It should look very good. So I'm going to let you all get on with your day now. We'll have another cup of tea. This one's going a bit cold. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for watching. Stay cool. Take it easy.